And it's the Running Man. Maybe I should put like the end song to the first Running Man into this intro, which would just be a copyright nightmare. I'm not going to do that. All right. Let's talk about The Running Man. In a dystopian near future, Ben Richards enters The Running Man, a deadly game show where contestants are hunted for 30 days. With the help of a small network of allies, he fights to survive, expose the corrupt system, and protect his family. So different. So different. The good. Its action is actually worth the blockbuster it's trying to be. Edgar Wright may have seemed a bit subdued in his direction and writing, but The Running Man builds on its previous iteration, ramping up the action to showcase its substantial budget. From the eccentricity of Elton Perikis, that's the guy that, you know, was the Michael Cera character. I'm just going by the names now, you know now. And his trap-laden, never ask about my hot dog stand mansion, to Ben Richards, that's Glen Powell's character. I don't know why now, I just kind of feel like I've got to make sure everybody knows. To Ben Richards, bare and bold, naked, escapes from the hunters, the film delivers action that is both relentless and spectacular. There was a great blend between the cyberpunk sci-fi future and the grounded reality that Ben Richards lived in. It's the small details that make the world feel real. The film doesn't explode a sci-fi gadget just for the sake of spectacle. It plays by its own rules. Whether it's the information displayed on a glass case signaling a character's social status, or a folding box used to wirelessly confess you're out of your depth, these subtle touches are what make a movie feel truly expansive. Truly expansive. I like some of these words. Can I afford them? I don't think so. Just one more thing. Colman Domingo was the perfect casting choice for the presenter. How is it that he had more charisma, acting chops, and just all around oomph than every other actor in this movie, including our main character? How? I mean, obviously besides Lee Pace. The bad. I think the easiest thing to point to is that if you removed Edgar Wright's credit or his name from any one of the marketing pieces, you wouldn't know the difference. There are glimpses of Wright throughout the movie, some humor, a few inventive filmmaking touches, but overall, it feels like a washed out studio hired effort. While Last Night in Soho was meh to comparing Baby Driver to The Running Man highlights just how much his signature style has faded. Even the editing feels flat. While the action carries some of Wright's flair, the trademark quick cuts, playful use of setting, and dry humor are mostly missing. The original Running Man was way more fun than this one. Fun on that scale, not just, you know, like, it's all good. The entire premise starts to unravel itself once you think about the catalyst, the corpos, or, you know, corporations, or whatever you want to call it, used to drive the main character along. By showing that they can manipulate footage with AI or whatever, we're immediately led to believe that nothing is real. As a result, Richard's reactions feel pointless, and most situations come across as absurd rather than clever. While the original 80s film used editing to subtly doctor a message, this version simply films something entirely different, missing the opportunity to trick the audience creatively. On top of that, the movie relies heavily on coincidence, which ends up just feeling dull. And lastly, I'm not really sure about Glen Powell. I'm just not really sure about Glen Powell in general. I haven't really found anything that I've seen of his that I felt, okay, main character, driver, you know, the guy that can get me to the box office. He definitely ran like Tom Cruise, but, you know, it ain't him. Overall, The Running Man has high-octane action, a detailed sci-fi world, and Colman Domingo's charismatic personality. Did I mention him and nobody else? Because he was the best. But Wright's signature style, quick editing, dry humor, and inventive filmmaking is mostly missing. And the plot relies on coincidences and overly used gimmicks, making much of it feel absurd and hollow. Despite the spectacle, the film lacks the fun and creativity of the original, making it so hard to recommend. So just pass. That's what it is. The Passing Man. I'm gonna just say, run The Running Man past the theater to somewhere else, to go somewhere else, to go to a different thing, a different movie. What's that right now? Yeah, maybe not.
Welcome to The Running Man.
What did you think? You a big fan of The Running Man, the original movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger taking on all these different hunters? I saw it for the first time ever and just couldn't believe it was almost like Arnold was trying to figure out what kind of actor he was, even in '87. So his delivery and everything was very new. The weight of the situation didn't really resonate with his character, with just the amount of stupid lines that he would say, or his quips back to him, which I guess maybe they caught in this one. I don't know. It's a bummer because Edgar Wright is actually such a great filmmaker, but it feels like he is a little lost in this movie. Maybe in this iteration. Maybe his love for it. I don't know.